Jason and the Browns bunch, thank you for inviting Miles and out here tonight. I can't tell you how excited I am to be in Cleveland, to be in Berea, to be here with the Dog Pound. I can't tell you how excited it is. You know, I've had an opportunity to coach almost 30 years in the National Football League, and I haven't been this happy in over a decade. I love the people here in Cleveland. I love the Dog Pound. I used to come up here in the late 80s and the early 90s when Marty Schottenheimer and Bill Belichick was the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, and I understand what a home field advantage that they had with the Dog Pound. Now, the only way we're going to have a home field advantage here is for us to play great on defense. When our offense is out there, everybody's supposed to be quiet so they can communicate. But when our defense is out there, we need for you to be as loud as you can be, so that we have the home field advantage. Now listen to me. I'm not going to apologize to anybody here on how hard these guys are going to play. I'm telling you that we're going to have a home field advantage, and one of the things that we do when we walk into any stadium, and Miles can tell you this, and I've already been implanting this seed in their mind, is we tell everybody that we walk into any stadium to lock the gates and they can leave when we get done with them. Miles Garrett right here was a no-brainer to pick with the first pick in the first round. But I will tell you that it has more to do than just ability. The fact that mom and dad raised him to be a good young man. The fact that mom and dad raised him to want to be better than anybody else that's come before him is a big thing. That's right. I'm telling you that it's gone out, it's kind of leaked out a little bit, but when I went down to do a private workout with Miles, and it was just me and Hugh and Sashi and Andrew Berry, that was the only 4 people in the building because we didn't let anybody else in to see. I walked up to him and I said, Miles, this workout, what I'm going to do is, my attempt is to break your spirit and make you quit. Oh, yeah. He looked me right in the eyes and said, come get some. And so I attempted to put him through a workout that he had never been before in his life. And he could probably later on talk to you about that. And I proceeded to put him through a 15-play drive because I don't want to be on a 15-play drive on defense. But once we are, I want to be able to force him to kick a field goal, then block the field goal, and no points allowed. But he did not back off 1 second. And I turned around and I looked at all the decision makers in our organization, and all I did was, after he performed at that level, I said, you need more questions on why he needs to be our first pick? Now, I will tell you this, we tried to mess it up. And I'm the first coach that they've ever moved more than a dozen guns and rifles up to the my home here in town, and they said, why do you have that many guns? And I said, choose somebody beside Miles and you'll find out. So, as we get ready to play, and we're going to camp, and the rookies report tomorrow night, and then we start with everybody on the rookies on Monday. We have 2 private days with the rooks on Monday and Tuesday, and then the vets show up on Wednesday, and then we do the conditioning test, and we actually start on Thursday. I hope you all come out to practice. I hope you all come out to watch. And I will say what Jason said, but and again, I don't want to make offense to all the young kids here and everything. I have 9 children. I have 2 grandchildren. I have 9 children. But if your kids are allergic to the word fuck, don't bring them out there. Because we're going to play a certain way, we're going to compete a certain way, and then by the time we get ready to play Pittsburgh, we need to make sure that you are going to be there, that you are behind every one of these guys that trot inside the white lines. You know, I'm going to do everything I can to make them work as hard as they need to work to play on that Sunday when we open up against Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh sucks!
Then, what?
Pittsburgh sucks! Pittsburgh sucks!
I have to agree with that, yes. Is that once we go on game day, and I want you to listen to this. Game day is for the players and for the fans. It's not about coaching. You know, the thing that I'm going to do as I get ready to get these guys to play on Sundays is not interfere with the game. I'm going to help them win games. And that is get the call to them as fast as possible. Let them check whoop ass on every single snap. Not apologize with how physical and how tough that we play on defense. And we're going to defend every blade of grass, not defend every yard. We're looking to defend every blade of grass. Okay? And these young men can't wait to get started. So when we get there, remember, we are a part of you. You are a part of us, and we need everybody here pulling the same rope. Okay? Last thing I'm going to do right here, but I give it back over to Jason. Okay? I'm going to count to 3, and then what I'm going to say, when I sit down with 3, I want you to yell so loud that they hear you in Pittsburgh, and we are going to say so loud, come get some, Pittsburgh. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and we're going to say, come get some, Pittsburgh. 1, 2, 3.
Come get some, Pittsburgh!
Yeah!